AM 1290 WNIL. You've got
When you have a lot of listeners out there, and WNIL did and still do, and they recognize the voice. So I had to get used to the fact that whenever I'd go out shopping somewhere or just be out in town and somebody'd hear me talk, they would say, "I've heard, do I know you?" And I said, "I don't know you." And they would hit me, "Well, I know your voice, I've heard your voice." I always got a kick out of that.
WNIL, as the call letters imply, is the radio voice of Niles. In the 1960s, it doubled as the recording studio for Tommy James and the Shondells when they cut their mega hit, Hanky Panky. Like radio everywhere, WNIL changed with the times.
When I started there, it was during the weekdays. It was the kind of adult contemporary, middle-of-the-road type music format. You had your board in front of you, the control board, and always on your left was the controls for the microphone. And then the other controls there would be for the turntables. Believe it or not, we still, back then we were still using turntables and played a lot of records. It got to be a challenge sometimes, and of course you got to watch your timing, particularly when you're playing the records, and didn't want it to get to the end and just click and click and click. And then over time it became digital, and now it's just push a button and let the computer do it. And then in the 90s, I think it was, they went to a talk format of sports, and it was all sports for a while. And then it went back to the music again, and of course RC's show in the morning was extremely popular.
In a small town like Niles, listeners form a unique bond with the voice talking on their car radio.
You have a small, close-knit group of people. It's almost like family. They expect to get information from you. For example, on winter mornings, school mornings, when the weather was a problem, is there going to be school that day? They become dependent upon the information that you as the media would have. I've lived in Niles for 31 years now, and I like the fact it's small town, but yet it's easy to get around. It's a great place. It really, truly is.
right here on AM 1290 WNIL, the voice of Niles Buchanan.